Chief Nwayanwu Emmanuel has warned against the consequence of leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB dying in his detention. Nwayanwu, who handed the warning during a visit to Chief Innocent Madubuko with members of his executives in Port Harcourt, advised the federal government to heed to decision of the Supreme Court and release Kanu. He also assured that the Igbo Apex body is making frantic efforts to have Kanu freed. Efforts are intensified for his freedom. We hope that he will soon be released. The court had handled the matters and ruled that he had no case to answer. Nothing should happen to him in the custody, because if he dies in prison, there will be problem. Meanwhile, Nwayanwu advised Nigerian investors of Igbo extraction to see the industrialization of Igbo nation as a topmost priority in their business agenda. Nwayanwu said that all the raw materials for rapid industrialization of Igbo land are available in large quantities in virtually all the states in Southeast. According to him, limestone for cement and ceramics productions are available in Imo, Enugu, Abia, and Ebonyi states, while sand for glass production is at Azumini Rivers in Abia State. He added that the limestone available will be enough for 4 to 5 cement factories. The cement factories, if set up, will supply cement to other African countries. He commended Chief Madubuko for expressing or representing Igbos well in Port Harcourt. Madubuko thanked the leadership of Ohanaeze Ndigbo for honoring him and his family with the visits and advised the executives to always offer good advice to the President General, pointing out that by so doing, success will always be achieved. This Nnamdi Kanu, everybody's beginning to understand what the people who believe in Biafra, will I say the youth? Because most of the older ones, they're always like, oh, all these children, wait till now know. What did you know? Do you know what it means to, to go through the civil war? You don't understand. That's why majority of them are like, quiet. What are these children talking about? They always see them from that angle. But I don't say waiting the children say they see. For the fact that they always say, oh, what an elder we see sitting down, that even a child climbs Iroko 3, that he will not be able to see it. We understand all of that, but we see things from different perspectives. But now they are beginning to understand that, let's say waiting these people they talk now true, because majority of the people who are agitating for this who wants this Biafra nation, majority of them are youth, and the elders are always like looking like this. Those who really enjoy experience the civil war, then they will just be watching and be these students, they don't know anything. But it's like the Nigerian government is using that as an advantage to say there are people who will not say anything, but then again seem to know that things are changing. Things are not the way we are seeing them. We want to use the wisdom, we want to be diplomatic, we want to be politically correct, but it is not working. The so-called politicians are using that as a plot to really marginalize everybody. Let's say it is not only those who are crying for marginalization. All Nigerians, the people who are not who are not marginalized are the politicians, but the rest of you, anywhere you come from, you are already marginalized. That is the fact. It's either you take it or you leave it. The court has ruled that release this man. Release this man. Recently, Interpol just told us that no, they didn't know anything about the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria, but the federal government under Buhari told us that they collaborated with these people and the rest of the security enforcement agency that brought Nnamdi Kanu. But they know that that is not correct. So the court said release him. You said no. They say what they find for good house. Me no go see him for far house. So me no see him for there. Well, why not join the zoo army and follow them to the southeast? Have you forgotten Operation Golden Dawn? Nigeria governments are playing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but it will be hot and disastrous if anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They released Boko Haram terrorists and headers in Kuje prison and other prisons. They are holding these killers. Recently, that reminds me, The people that escaped from prison, it was not a jailbreak because they say it was as a result of a natural disaster when rain fell and it affected the fence and collapsed the fence. So that was how those prisoners were able to jackpot come from inside the prison. Out of a 119, whether it was only 10 people that where they were able to get back, where are the rest? Nobody's talking about them again. All those on a law, those ones nothing. Almost 100 people. Now they are, they are nowhere to be found. They say they are criminals, but where do you get them? The ongoing war with Israel, Biafra, Zionist nation with the terrorist Yoruba Hausa Fulani government corporations to free the Jews Biafra Zionists from Nigeria country. Federal government release Nnamdi Kanu now and conduct referendum. That would be the best. They know that the referendum where it will end, so that's why they don't even want it. Even the easiest one, which is restructuring, they don't want it again. But this impunity is just what they want. Some people will tell you, okay, let us change the 1999 constitution because it is not the Nigerian people that agreed on that. For where? No. Well, we are not begging federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu until what they are looking for happens. Body go tell everybody for this country what was the decision of Supreme Court. You are not a true Igbo man. You should tell the government to obey appeal court decision, and you are talking of Supreme Court that compromised. Kanu should be released unconditionally. All I know is that IPOB leader must survive all this maltreatment by the Nigerian government. He will be joining us very soon. Mazi, you will leave for Biafra, for Biafrans. We love you. I don't even know if Fulani owns Nigeria. Let us leave it for them. This is harmony. Culture different, law different. Nigeria we explode one day. Better not listen to Big Yahoo. We are sitting on a keg of gunpowder. Yes. Yeah. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.